What is up there, workforce? Chris here with Work To Game, and today we're going to be talking about botany. Botany is basically the herbalism or the plant gathering in Final Fantasy XIV, and there is going to be two types. They are almost identical. There is going to be logging, where you use a axe, and harvesting, where you use your secondary, which is a scythe. If you see, I have an axe and a scythe as my first and secondary, and then you're going to be looking at basically attributes here. You're going to be looking at your gathering, your perception. Perception is the chance to get a high quality ingredient. Some ingredients cannot be high quality, so you will see a dash there no matter what. And gathering is the likelihood that you can actually gather it. So basically, there's going to be three kind of abilities that you need to worry about early on in your leveling, and you will see that there is a ton of abilities. And so before those three, there is Triangulate, but Triangulate you get at level 1, and if for some reason you ever were to click it off, there's no need to take it out of actions and put it on your bar, because if I switch to my Botanist again, it actually just turns itself back on. So it turns on by default, and so I wouldn't worry about that. So the first thing is I would worry about Arbor Call. Now Arbor Call, as you level up, you're going to be getting a level 1 and a level 2. They're a little bit different. One finds the nearest and the other finds the highest within range. So depending on kind of what you're looking for, it's nice to have both down the line, but you get them at level 3 and at level 6. And honestly, if you just had one to your bar, in most scenarios, they're going to be sending you to the same place. It's just when you're going back to harvest like some of the level 50 nodes where they're in low level zones, this nearest might be sending you to like a level 10 hub, and the highest will actually go ahead and overwrite that if the level 50 is within range. So definitely something to keep an eye on there, and that is the difference between those. The second is Field Mastery. You're going to be getting this at level 4, 5, and 10, and it's incredible. This is the most common ability I use while leveling because I leveled mostly through leaves. And basically what this does is it increases the likelihood of you gathering by a flat percentage, 5%, 15%, and 50%. These are going to be burning GP. Now GP is your mana, it's your resource. It's gathering points, CP for crafters, and it's a very limited resource. It recovers very slowly when you're in a time to leave, and you can use cordials, but they're on a 4-minute cooldown, and there is a high cordial that you can use as well that's on a 3-minute cooldown or restores 400 GP, but mostly you're going to be using these 300 GP recover cordials. They run about 700 gil on my server. There's a couple of different ways to get them, and so that's mostly what you're going to be finding that you use. The second type of ability is going to be this Leaf Turn, and there is a 1, 2, 3 again. A lot of times on these I'm only using the 1 or 2 because that's what I can use pretty consistently and never run out of mana, and this is going to be increasing the quality that you find. So especially as you see that gathering rate hit 90, 95, even 100%, Leaf Turn is a great way to go ahead and keep using your GP because you get a lot more experience if you gather something high quality, not to mention that sometimes on the market that can make a huge difference in the value. The rest of these abilities all do important things, and we can go into that in a more advanced guide, but getting from 1 to 70, this is going to be the core abilities you need. Now, let's go ahead and see some of these in action. So I've intentionally saved this. So you'll see that when you show up to a node for the very first time, there's going to be this unknown. This is a great chance to use Field Mastery 3. So if I pop that, you'll see it jump from 25% to plus 50 is 75%, but it used up a lot of GP, like a crazy amount of GP. I will run out absolutely if I do this. So there we go. And I recorded that to my log, and the first time you discover an ingredient, you get a huge boost of experience. Obviously this character doesn't because it's at the current cap until Shadowbringers gets here, and then we will gather the next thing, and we failed even at 75%. And then you'll see I got lucky, I got a high quality there was only a 7% chance of that. And then I gathered the last thing. So I have now discovered all of those nodes. So if we go in here, they all get a little check mark right now. You'll see I have a handful of ingredients that don't have check marks. Some of my things without check marks are because they are called what's unspoiled nodes. And unspoiled nodes means that they're only up during certain times of day. So you're going to need a website to kind of look that up, and unless you're just absolutely incredible at finding things like that, because you're going to have to use Truth of Forest, and it's a whole advanced thing. So don't worry about unspoiled nodes for now, but you do want to go ahead and kind of gather things up, use Field Mastery, and use Leaf Turn. So this has just kind of been an introduction to the class. I'm going to be talking a little more about how we level it, about things to look for throughout the process, 1 to 50, 60 to 70. So definitely keep an eye out for any guides, but feel free to put questions down in the comments below. Gathering is a great way to make money. Mining and botany are very, very, very similar, but Fisher is actually totally different, and the 3 gatherers as a whole can be an incredibly relaxing way to make a lot of money in this game. It can also be a great way to kind of go gather materials that are either outrageously priced or are utterly unavailable on your server that you need for a crafter, because you can go gather them yourself. It's a great source of things like maps, and it's honestly just something that I never really got around to leveling, but when I have lots of time to relax, it's something that I find incredibly easy to do and sit down and just crank out a couple of leaves or go gather up a stack of something to put on the market board for a nice little profit. So my name's Chris with Work To Game. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time.
Hey, it's me. Thanks so much for watching this video. You should click here to subscribe and here to maybe check out some more of our videos. So again, thanks for watching. We hope you like this video. We hope you subscribe and join our community. Let us know in the comments below what you think, and we'll see you next time.